that we will have our civil rights leader today for America, my mentor, one of our co-counselors, even though he's not a lawyer, the man who answers the bell all the way from Sean Bell and Rodney King, Attorney Ramanucci, all the way up to Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, Jacob Blake Jr., Anthony McClain, Andre Hill. I mean, I'm just talking about black people who were killed by police in 2020.
Come on, man.
I ain't talking about Trayvon and Mike Brown and, you know, Sandra Bland and Alton Sterling. I'm just, even here in 2020, think about how many hashtags were created during the COVID-19 pandemic when everything was shut down in America, seems like, Rachel, except implicit bias and police brutality.
My God.
So that's why we need his moral leadership now more than ever. The Reverend Al Sharpton.
All right.
Thank you, Attorney Crump. Let me say that last May, when this nation and world witnessed a lynching by knee of George Floyd, we are here to see the case of a man that used his knee to lynch a man and then blamed the man for the lynching. First of all, what was George Floyd being even approached for by police that would warrant you using the force that you used? What was the reason that he was apprehended in the way he was apprehended? And why is the attempt being made by the defense to talk about what was the stimulants that may have been in George Floyd? What would be the stimulant that would make a man hold his knee on a man's neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds?
Yeah.
I have asked people around the world to join us today at 8:46 in a few minutes. The family and attorneys and I are going to take a knee for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. When I did the eulogy here in Minneapolis of George Floyd, and we had people stand that long, people tweeted all over the world, after 3 minutes they were tired.
All right.
What kind of venom, what kind of hatred do you have that would make you keep pressing down that long while a man is begging for his life, while a man is asking for his mother? At what point does your humanity kick in? At what point does the letter of the law kick in? At what point do you say, wait a minute, the guidelines kick in? This was not 8 seconds. This was not a flash of anger. It became intentional and deliberate.
All right.
And justice must be intentional and deliberate in this courthouse.
Yes, sir.
So just like we came last year to be with this family, we told them we'd be here to the end, and we will be in and out until the end, and we wanted to end for justice.
Right.
But make no mistake about it, Chauvin is in the courtroom, but America's on trial.
All right.
America's on trial to see if we have gotten to the place where we can hold police accountable if they break the law. The law is for everybody. Policemen are not above the law. Policemen are subject to the law.
Right.
And that's what's going on in this courtroom. And that's why we're here. The other thing that we are dealing with is that there is a law that has already passed the House of Representatives called the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act. It is now headed into the Senate. We are asking the Senate to pass that law so that the federal law can be there to prevent George Floyd from happening again. We stand with this family in the shadows of this courthouse to say there's a jury in here and there's a jury in the U.S. Senate. And the U.S. Senate needs to make federal law in the name of George Floyd that would deal with all of this, that would supersede these state laws that give escape routes to policemen. I was in the room in Houston, Texas, where then candidate Joe Biden met with this family and promised that if he became president, he would fight for justice. He has supported this bill. Mr. President, Madam Vice President, Majority Leader Schumer, they're going in this courtroom having faith in a system that has been broken for Eric Garner, whose mother's here. That's been broken for Purdue, whose family's here. That's been broken for others. We will stand up with dignity with this family. We need the Senate to stand up for dignity with the people in this country. Make no mistake about it. There were videos before.
All right.
Yes, sir.
And you didn't give us justice.
Tell it, brother.
There was a video with Rodney King.
Yeah, it was.
And they went to straight court and let those police become acquitted. There's a video with Eric Garner. Never got to court. You have the opportunity to make it right this time and make it right for the country. You will never be able to bring this family's brother back. You will never fill that hole, but you can